Our brains are wired to focus on the negative. You know, there's a lot of times you sit in your car and the rain's pouring down and you're like, I just could not do it today. I don't feel like somebody that like accomplished the unthinkable. I think there are a lot of stories out there like that. Even when the little negative voice comes in and it's like, you're not fast enough, I just try to remember, like, you did have a time when you couldn't do it. So whatever you managed to do today is totally fine. Nowadays, every baby is checked for a dislocated hip at birth. When I was born in 1980, they knew that I had hip dysplasia, but I wouldn't say that anybody informed my parents what that meant or helped me to understand what it meant for me either. They all said the same thing. You just need to stop moving and you will have a hip replacement when you're old. And I ended up in the hospital once a year and was on crutches for weeks at a time because of the pain I was in. My hip was okay for like some time in my like mid-20s, and we were rear-ended in the car, myself and my baby, and that just caused this whole issue because after the car accident I couldn't walk without a cane. It was a real struggle to like sit in your car and be like, how do I get out of this car? How do I get the two kids out of the car seats? If that makes that makes sense. It was a lot of thought went into every movement. Yeah. I wanted a miracle. I needed something to change. The offer here in Vancouver was pain meds or a hip replacement, and there's a risk. You know, because once you have a hip replacement, it's not like they can put your bones back. You're stuck with implants now.
Okay, January 15th, going for my hip replacement. Really uneven legs, and my leg always twists in towards my body. I just feel like my whole body is twisting like this way. Hopefully after surgery I will be very straight.
I was really scared, especially with two young kids. For 12 weeks, you're supposed to feel kind of normal, and they start putting you into like rehab.
Now I can do the runway and dance. I'm feeling really great.
And I got really into being strong and feeling good in my body. And then I remember one day going out and like jogging 4 kilometers.
Okay, well, day one got me a little overwhelmed and stressed, not gonna lie.
And I remember being like, I can't believe I did that. Running was never an option.
I'm really sore from my treatments today. I had to ice my butt because one of the needles has left like a real bruise and swelling.
On a whim, I found a trail running clinic, and it started in October, and I was like, I know I can do 4K, right? So sure, I can join that. I remember getting the first email and they were like, yep, make sure like you have a headlamp. I was like, a headlamp? What is a headlamp? Why do I need that?
Who's able to do this for themselves?
It was so funny to me because I had no clue what I was getting into. Then suddenly you're like, oh, I did 10, like 15. That's a good goal. Like that might not be so bad. And then if you're running 15, everyone's talking about their half marathon.
Oh, got some rocks, some wood here.
I guess this is a bit of my personality where suddenly I'd not really been a runner, and now I'm like, well, I can do a half, I can do 25K. I'm running that on the weekends anyways.
I'm at 30K, yeah!
At some point, I thought, yeah, damn it, I had a hip replacement. I never thought I could do this, but I'm gonna run an ultramarathon without ever running a marathon. You know, it's not gonna be pretty and it's not gonna be easy, but I can do it.
I don't know what I'm doing half the time.
There's a lot of self-doubt.
I'm gonna run 50K soon.
But I thought no one can ever take that away from me if I can finish 50 kilometers, you know.
It's really freaking hard. Nothing went as planned today, but I'm still out here. And I was just running and thinking, I'm gonna run an ultramarathon, guys, on a hip replacement at 40. Yeah, I want it bad enough.
I don't know. I don't want some like cookie or like medal for doing it. I just wanted to do it for myself. I've been doing like long runs on a Saturday, so I'm just gonna go out on the day of the race on a long Saturday run, and I'm just gonna do it. I'll just do 50K.
This is it. It's my 50K day. I'm an hour in, and I'm on my own now for about, 7K maybe. And I'm meeting friends.
I felt really strong that day. I was trained. I was ready.
I can do this. I can.
The group kept getting like bigger and bigger. It was so much community. It was just like I was doing it and it was hard, but I was like being carried. I felt like I was like on a wave, like I was just being buoyed by all of this energy and all of this help. It's almost out of body. And there was like cheering, there was like people so excited, what's going on here today? And we got to like the road and my watch rolled over 50K. I don't know how I did it. It was like I didn't do it. It was like I just watched it being played. I feel extremely lucky. I feel it's a huge gift. Sometimes like watching extraordinary people do things, it is inspiring, but it also feels unattainable. There's a sense of like, wow, that's really inspiring, but I'm just a normal person.
That's Stef across the finish line.
And that's kind of what I want to represent. Like I'm just out here singing stupid songs and wearing stupid clothes and running, and like anybody can do that. Anybody can do that.